Yes, welcome back to Footy and Friends. Oh, we're excited this week, ladies and gentlemen. I got some great feedback on the intros because we're going to be talking about Brett's big game in Tura. Ladies and gentlemen.
I didn't play in Tura. I played at Tony.
Fuck, that's me. Before. Okay, sorry. Mother's Day mayhem. Lee Matthews goes, bang! All this and more on Footy and Friends this week. Sting it, Darcy. It's verbatim. If it's on this show, it's verbatim.
That's it.
Just grab Nick's left leg. I'll grab his right leg. Pull him out of Clarko's ass.
Got the potential to be a start, mate.
Oh, you've gone start.
Do you reckon he's taken 10 plus marks?
I reckon he has.
Say prelim, I start feeling
Have you played in many prelims?
No, I haven't.
It's not Hodgie and Rough.
It's not Haji and Rock. Like it's not.
It's definitely not Hadji and Roth. Who are they? Linz is actually, as we speak, wheels up.
Doing a couple monos down the Dalesford Hill. Oh,
Wow.
sorry.
Yeah.
It's early.
Yeah, it must be, mate.
I'm going to Tura.
You're going to Tura.
Yeah.
I played at Tony.
Sorry.
I am a bit ginger too. Yeah.
Apologies. We'll talk about that. Hey, off the top,
Yeah.
bit of kangaroo court here.
Yeah.
What about this fuckhead?
What's he done?
Oh, can we? Oh, Tuesday? Can we do 4 p.m? Can we do 8:30? Can we?
Hold the phone.
Hey,
No, stick to what we're doing.
We've got families, right?
Oh, well, yeah. Some of us do.
And we need to try and 8 a.m. Monday is our record time.
Yeah.
Bit of caffeine, fresh off the week.
Yeah.
Get in here and we debrief footy, friends and family with
Well,
our community.
Brett, last week we did it about 9 p.m. on Monday. And I read some of the
That was
comments.
a golf day.
And the show literally went for about 4 hours. Darcy, the producer, walks out for social basketball at like 9:30.
It was the one week I came, like I kept looking at you two. I reviewed it a little bit on the way home. I reckon it was the one week where you two really wanted to, you were hoping it was a short one.
Oh, yeah.
And I was in for the long haul. I
had
was
a run
ready.
sheet.
I had a run sheet. I was recapping the whole year.
Yeah, you were. And my dinner was left on the porch. That's how unhappy Katie was with me. That was awesome, mate. I appreciate that.
Do we get good feedback on the show?
Oh, it was good feedback on the show.
Yeah.
I said a little bit. Well, I think it was a bit long. Bit long.
Bit too much footy. Not
Bit
enough
too
friends.
much footy, a bit of friends, a lot of family. Hey, I got a good sting. It got leaked. We got a rat. We've got a rat in here.
Oh, no.
Somehow our messages from our group chat keep getting leaked on social media.
Do they? Oh, no. Who's in that group that I don't know?
Well, there's us.
Yeah.
Darcy.
Yeah.
It's one of, I don't know who's doing it, but.
I got one of the North boys comment, Tom Powell, because I often
Powell.
tell him about the glory days.
Yes.
When I used to strap the boots on and perform. And then so he's read the social media posts and he goes, oh, you guys must be as bad as each other, just glorifying your careers. With Brett's.
That's just stock standard for Brett, though.
31 and
31 and a goal. That's just,
I don't know. I haven't
you
seen the
just
stats,
reassess at half time.
I go off what my dad said, and he just said,
your dad was
Daddy, what am I? Statistics.
Dad was out there with the
Dad's out there with the clicker.
grey lead. No, the
He's
grey
got
lead.
the clicker.
The grey lead.
Oh,
Old
he's
school.
got the grey lead. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Didn't know.
Dad sits on the bench. He's because my brother-in-law's.
Oh, he's a steward.
He's a coach on the bench.
Oh, no, I
He's
know
a
what he
playing
is.
coach.
He's the umpire's.
Security.
Yeah, he walks the umpires
steward.
out. The steward. Yeah.
Nah.
Sorry, it's weird. Hey, speaking of Tony, how'd we go? Because I sent a message out to our mate Fitzy on the weekend.
Yeah, he did.
Debut?
No, it wasn't his debut.
He wasn't
No,
happy with it.
He was just got the call up after
Yeah.
you told him he was a resi for life. He was pumped with that, mate. The Facebook page, the Tony group where they all chat.
Well, they've got Facebook out there.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, you wouldn't believe it. And 5G, which is good. But no, he was all right. He played at fullback. We actually lost his brother very early in the contest.
Oh, God.
Big Fritter.
Where'd he go?
Hurt his knee. Hey?
Oh, he hurt his knee.
Hurt his knee.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed that's not an ACL for the big man. But we had another bloke who popped up, and Brycey played ruck all day. He's a bit shorter than me, and he played to plly in the ruck, battled his ass off.
Just shows, mate.
I wasn't put
Hey,
my hand up.
To my point, Brett, these fucking ruckmen, you don't need them. Mate, you just need someone who's going to go in there and battle and go hard.
He battled his ass off
all you
against a
want.
much bigger opponent. The Rumble boys were good. And we played Rumballara.
They gave you a bit of love this time? Or were
Yeah,
they...
no one bashed me today. On the weekend, which was great.
Don't touch our Brettles.
And you ended up getting the job done, which is good. Got to play with my brother for the first time since like the under-16. So that was.
He tore his quad last time, didn't he?
Well, he was going to play the first time, but Nick nicked his quad trying to get ready. He'd only been kicking little Oz kick balls, and then went to the big one, and no good. But Anyway, we got the win,
professionals.
which is good, and I played pretty well. So.
I'm not surprised, Brett.
A couple of big Kentucky marks.
Really?
Yeah, a bit
Do
like.
you reckon we could get some vision?
Yeah.
He's got some.
You got some. Was your dad filming?
My sister was, or
Okay.
my sister-in-law was, and
Yeah.
my sister, was
So you can-
commenting on the game. So I don't think we'll put.
So hang
that
on,
in.
this is broadcasted.
Sorry,
No, she's not comment. No, she's just thrown a few sledges out. She's protective of her bigger brothers.
Oh, okay.
So,
Press red for Ed. It was like
press.
what?
Let for Brett. God. Wow. Okay. Moving on.
Yeah, good work.
One other thing on Brett's, just quickly. I know you wouldn't get this because you wear Dyl Friends and Puma, and I think that's about it, and maybe some kangaroo stuff. Brett's got some golden gooses on.
Yeah, I'm
So-
out of touch.
so-
What are they?
They're a.
Show me, Brett.
Give us a look, Brett. They're a fancy shoe. They're that fancy. They're that fancy and expensive. They look second hand.
Yeah. When did you get them, Brett?
A couple of weeks ago.
So he's got three. He's got so much money, Brett. How good is he?
Yeah, he's going well.
It's because I'm working 8-10 different jobs.
Yeah,
like you,
he
Mick.
works here at Footy Friends as well. Invoices, obviously. Did I get them for you, Brett?
No,
Oh, okay.
you
No-
didn't.
no
The
worries.
sports bet did.
Hey,
That.
I copped some flack on socials on Mother's Day yesterday.
Did you?
I
What
thought I'd
happened?
just bring it to you guys to see what you think.
Actually, yeah, I've
about
got this as well.
Now, I am really lucky to work with some incredible brands. As you are, Brett. You love. You know,
Well,
if
I
it's
don't work
free,
with-
it's for me.
Yeah,
That's what you
but
say.
I don't work with many brands. I work with you, and I just ride your coattails.
Okay. Well, I'm very lucky to have some good relationships. Anyway, I had a few brands say, hey, would love to gift your mum some stuff for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Who am I to say then, no,
I'll pay for it.
no, I don't want it for her. I'll go buy her something shit from around,
Yeah.
and technically I'm still working for it. So anyway,
People don't understand that.
don't understand that.
It's not. You're not coming out of your own hard earned.
It wasn't.
So
but
do you love your mum and Juzz or not, or do you just love the brands?
I love my mum and Juzz.
Mummy.
I love them. And I thought I'd get... you know the thing about Mother's Day is? It's all in the card. Anyway.
Yeah.
You got to write them a nice
Yeah.
card.
Did you spend some time on it?
I did.
Good.
A very nice card. If Juzz would ever come on the show and my mum, they'd tell you I'm one of the best... I'm actually very good at writing. Roald Dahl-esque.
Who?
Roald Dahl. James and Giant Peach.
Yeah.
You read it?
No, but why does that? How does that go with a bloody card? Anyway, go.
Keep going.
I don't know where this is going, but I just thought I got a bit of flack from giving out
Yeah.
these presents that were gifted
Yeah.
Yeah.
to my mum through
Yeah.
me. Is that wrong or right? Like, what do you do? What do you do in that situation?
Yeah. Oh, mate, I've been guilty of it in the past too.
Yeah, I know.
Because you get a certain amount to spend at a sponsor or whatever else, and then if you gift that, which I've been given that too for a couple of my younger girls,
thing
if you
is,
get some Nike shoes or something,
They
you know,
were absolutely ecstatic with those gifts.
What I saw was it was a real binge from you. It's like a real
Bit of a haul.
a real brand dump.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
bit of a haul.
It's two
Brett-
birds with one
Brett-
stone.
Brett is a bit more strategic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll go mountain goat beer one
gets
one
the
Sunday.
the
then he'll-
cookies
The next Sunday he'll do the fire thing.
and the cookies.
what was
Remember
the
you had the
cookies?
cookies? I think that was the cookies.
That was a Valentine's Day.
Oh,
thing.
that was the Valentine's Day cookies.
Loser.
That's it, is it? That's what you remember?
But you in one day did like, what was it, Cobblestone Estate, Lululemon, some
Linden
jewelry.
Cook.
And I've had
By
feedback.
the way, that's Mick Jamison's.
I've had feedback from this as
Business
well about you.
Oh, really?
So they've gone to you and they've gone to me saying,
How is this? bloke?
this bloke's a mercenary.
Yeah, wow. Well, you blokes are invoicing. I don't have anything left. Hey, I went to the footy on the weekend. What did you guys do? So you dominated. What did you do on the
Darwin.
weekend, mate? How did you guys go?
Darwin is
North.
north.
And
So-
North. In North.
Northern North. Played the Suns Saturday night. Just still working.
Yeah.
Working our way through a
Yeah,
few things.
we'll get
Stripping it back.
We'll get to that
Stripping
later.
it back. Really tough conditions.
I saw the soapy balls were out during the
Soapy
week.
balls were out.
Did they have the one glove on? Anyone go up with Brett would have done that when he was up in Darwin. They wear the one glove.
And the
no,
sweatbands.
the sweatbands.
I think Zach Fisher wore the sweatbands.
I did radio with Zach Tui yesterday. He said he's going to double glove like the old
He's going
Gaelic.
Gaelic days.
Yeah, it's particularly the second half. The ball was just a piece of soap.
So You got to get behind the pill.
Yeah, soft hands.
Put your body behind it.
Get the fingernails dirty. Get underneath it.
They've got a
really
really
good
good record when jumping into footy territories.
Yeah, no, we like it.
But Gold Coast, I think they're 5 from 6
Up there.
up in Darwin.
Fortress.
Yeah. Fortress. And I reckon they beat the Cats there this Thursday night as well.
Oh, okay.
Cats are on their knees with a bit of injury and
Hawk's
personnel.
going to get rested. Jez is out. A couple others.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Dyl?
What did you watch, mate? Give us a bit of a rundown.
I did watch that game.
Oh, did you?
Hey, where's Ollie Wines been?
Oh, he played really well on Friday night.
Where's he been the last year? Bloody at the winery or something?
No,
Jesus Christ.
I think it's as simple as Connor Rosie didn't play. And
Gives him a chance
just
to get back in.
With the midfield mix and rotation, he probably just got a little bit more of a look in the role that he's really good at.
Yeah. It's interesting. He's a Brownlow medalist. We forget that, don't we? But with him, it's like, what's he meant to go? Hey, Ken, do you mind maybe chucking the captain out of the midfield so I can play a bit more? Not Winesy. Get your forward craft going, brother.
Yeah.
You're a big bull, you know.
Don't
Fire up,
I
mate.
did that as well once. Ross, any chance of a few more midfield minutes?
Yeah.
And he's looking at the magnets with Fife, Mundy, Neil. Probably not, mate.
Yeah. And this is like, I'm not saying me here, but if anyone spent 4 quarters, any AFL player spent 4 quarters on the ball, barring a few,
Well, they get 30.
I reckon you'd get 30. If you were consistently playing 20, all right, 50%.
Well, how many times did you get 30?
How many times did I play on the ball?
I don't know, but
Never. Literally never.
Yeah. It's not as simple as that, just to roll in there and just get it 30
Sounds
times.
like it is for
reckon
you
it is.
sometimes.
Oh, in the Murray League, yeah, but not in the AFL.
Only friends.
Yes,
Had some feedback during the week. You said you got something.
I do. Yeah, there's a guy who you keep referencing on our pod, and he sends in a lot of tweets and questions and whatever else. He just wants to know. It's Ryan Gear. Why do you call him Greery?
Dreary.
No, not Greery. Ryan Gear. Mate, he's a loyal listener. Wants to know why you've just added an R. How hard is it?
So there's just one R in there.
G-E-E-R.
Greer.
Gear. No, Gear. It's not that hard.
Like a gear
I'll
stick.
have to spell check that one.
Oh.
Not sure if he's right. I think I'm going to have to speak to his family. I think he doesn't know there's a silent R in there. It's pronounced Greery.
No. Ryan Gear.
Anything from Greer this week?
Nah, nothing from him this week.
He's off
quiet. I said this earlier, maybe off the sting, but I'm going at one of the best in the league in our beautiful game. One of the greatest player of the modern
game?
No, of the game.
Yeah.
Lee Matthews.
Oh, you said Lee Matthews goes bang.
Yeah.
So now you're going to go bang.
I'm going bang.
Did he go at you?
No. He's not that silly. He's not that silly.
He wouldn't know who you are.
No, he knows. He knows. Lee, I know you ran into the goalpost, mate. I know you did some great stuff. Okay, good on you. But to say the Bombers are going to win the flag this year, Lee, settle down, son. Okay?
He sunned him.
I sunned him. All right? Now, if you say it again, I'm going to do to you what you did to the goalpost. I'm going to run this fucking right through you. All right? So, piss off. There you go. Put that on bloody...
Verbatim.
Put that on the bloody 7 show. What's it called?
I don't know.
I know what it's called.
Talking Footy.
That's not
It's
it.
not it. It's on a
Chuck
different
that
channel.
on Talking Footy.
It's on a different channel.
It's on a completely different channel.
Well, put it on Talking Footy as well.
You know what? It's a quick story about Lee that I heard from. We used to have Craig McRae and Leper at the Tigs when I was there. One of it, I can't remember who it was. Maybe I think it was Charmo or someone. He said like, "Lee, you'd be nothing without us." He goes, "Yep, you're right. I wouldn't be anything, but I'd still be the greatest player that's ever played this game."
He's very. It's. He's got a few flexes, Lee. He's got like the best coach ever, the best player ever.
On that Footy Friends show, I still can't get over the fact he's like a floating.
No, he's on a TV.
He's on
he's on a TV. And I think that he just needs to be held accountable for saying the Bombers are going to win the flag. They're not going to win the flag, are they?
They're going pretty well, though.
That's good support for his ex-player, Brad Scott.
Oh, yeah. You reckon it's
You're the expert here, Brett.
Buddies.
Essendon going, are they at top 4?
They've surprised me. Yeah. They've beaten some teams by not a lot in and around their mark where I think they're at. And they've banked wins, which is great. The win on the weekend's good. I think that's a good win against the Giants. They've been a bit up and down too, though, the G-Men of late. So, mate, that's what the season is, I think.
The Giants, right?
I went to that game, by the way. Sorry, I actually saw it. I smelt it.
Adam Kingsley has some venom in his post games. I reckon, doesn't he? He's got a bit of.
He's a bit of a sharp tongue.
He's got. He doesn't look. He looks like you wouldn't want to piss him off.
Yeah.
You know, he's a
big boy.
He's big, and I reckon he can get grumpy.
Apparently, they've got this crazy, tackling coach there at the moment. That was with Kingsley at St Kilda or something. He's like a not even like a rugby guy or anything. He's just like a SAS type operator.
Oh right.
Yeah.
So the boys are going to cop it.
Well, I think they've been doing it consistently this year.
Nothing worse.
No.
I mean,
Newsflash. That shit doesn't work.
Tackling's for
it
chumps.
really the SAS and what they do is fantastic.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
For our country. But it's not needed in sport.
Did you ever do a Soggies camp or SAS camp?
Yes.
I remember doing one in 2008, and we're walking around carrying this fucking rope that's as big as a footy over your head. And I'm like, how's this helping me? With an overhead marking or my ground balls?
And what are they doing with those ropes, by the way? How do you tie them? That's thick. What do you do with those ropes? I can't imagine.
I'm pretty
them...
sure that you'll find they're the ones that hold the ship close to shore.
Well, leave them on the ship, okay? No one needs to fucking carry that shit.
We did my first ever pre-season camp. It was down in Margaret River, and it was SAS run. You rocked up, and you get put in your groups, and you get told beforehand, all right, you got to hand in your phone, wallet, all your stuff. So you got to give them plastic pockets at the start of the camp in your groups, and everyone's putting their stuff in.
Yeah.
And away we go. So, and then we're in the tents that night, and someone's on watch. It was one of those ones you got people staying up all night.
Yeah.
So you got nothing. You got pretty much what's on your back. And it was back in 2010, so the old ringtone of
The old 3310.
And then Michael Walters go, oh, fuck. And Krause, I think, sitting there goes, hey, you meant to hand that in? He goes, oh, yeah, I forgot.
Oh, yeah, you forget.
And the SAS guys found out. They're like, oh, well, give us your phone. And then we're going, grabbing the rope over there.
Push-ups.
Get the ship in.
Yeah.
Push-ups, chanting out the trademark. Every push-up was...
Yeah, how'd you go that year?
We were pretty good, actually, 2010. We made the finals.
It was obviously the camp. Was the thing that got you through there.
Yeah.
But that
was that Fifey's first year, 2010?
My first year as well, Brett.
Yeah.
It was also Mick's first year, who actually had a better year than Fife in his first year, if you don't remember.
Oh, dude, he was a bit older too.
Broke his leg.
Only just.
And don't bring that up. He doesn't like talking about it.
That was funny.
You're friends with Fifey, you know him?
Oh, I'm friends with Fifey, yeah. I haven't chatted to him lately, but
He doesn't text you back?
no, we are chatting.
Oh.
Just not at the moment.
Maybe you should leak a few of his texts out to everyone just to see what he's on.
he's a minimalist in terms of interacting.
Yeah, it was very one word type answers.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
He used to say to me, he goes, we catch up, and he'd go, all right, when the time's right, I'll see you again. It's not like,
That's a very good thing. I'm going to steal that.
When the time's right.
The amount of times I say, we'll catch up soon, and I'm like, no, we won't.
No, we won't. And when the time is right,
we'll catch
run
up.
by me.
I'll see you when I'm looking at you, is what I like to say.
Are you one of those blokes? You just butter blokes up and be like,
mate,
catch
come
up,
for dinner,
wait,
get a beer, yeah. And just
let's
never
organise
answer
it.
the calls.
Yeah.
I've been telling, completely off what we're talking about now, but
We'll stick to footy here, mate.
Is
it footy is it Footy Friends and Family?
I remember last year when I was coaching down at Werribee, and we talked about Tommy Dribble a lot.
The Beehive.
Yeah, Tommy Dribble. We talked about him a lot.
Yes. Dribble.
He was getting really. I'd been talking to him that we should catch up soon. It reminded me that we haven't mentioned Tommy Dribble on the podcast.
How is Dribsy? Because he's not at the top. He's not.
He's moved on.
He's not at the Beehive anymore.
Yeah. What's his name again? Real name?
Gribble. Gribble.
Is it?
Gribs.
Yeah.
It was funny actually about Werribee. Obviously, we got the Werribee, the new Werribee van. They bought that last week.
Yeah.
That's been.
They're flexing
not new at all.
They're flexing on the VFL.
They're flexing on everyone. They're at Glen Waverley, spotted on the weekend.
Yeah.
Have you had a VFL club that has more? It has 3 station wagons, 2 sedans, and now a van.
And then a van.
And they're just seen everywhere, all over Victoria, Glen Waverley,
No wonder they're so
Altona.
successful. Yeah.
It's unbelievable. So they're called the Werribee Tigers, by the way, but I was actually out on the weekend, was chatting to someone about this. They think that we have a relationship with the Werribee Tigers. There is no relationship here. We are just massive fans of that establishment and what they do. Because of Mick and if you're mates with our mates, as we said, What's on the wall?
Footy and Friends.
Yeah.
And they tick 2 of those boxes.
That's right.
And the third.
Family.
So, I don't know where I was going with that.
No.
But
Anyway, let's get back to the footy.
Beehive. No, it's the wearer bees.
Oh, yeah.
So they call it the beehive.
Yeah.
Sweet. Next time Jack posts in, he'll be right with that story.
Carlton, Melbourne.
Yeah. Good game.
Yeah, it was.
Went hard, went early, didn't they?
I actually turned
Shot
it
early.
off. When I saw that goal kicked late, early in the last, I was like, oh, this game's done.
Yeah.
I went
You
to
went
bed.
to
I went to bed.
Brett, we're going to bed.
Yeah.
Have you seen a game this year, or even over the past couple of seasons, where 3 leaders stood up more than Petrarca, Viney and Gawn in that last quarter? That was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Go on, Ruckman.
Well, I can't comment on the last.
He's a ruckman, but he's also a long down the lineman, which
Yeah.
we like.
Yeah. He clunks him.
He does.
I
And that
can't
goal we
comment-
kicked.
I can't comment on the last quarter, mate, because
What
I
do
watched
you
it.
say?
But I thought Christian Petrarca, excuse me, was unbelievable in terms of his want to really will his side over the line. And yeah, he got on the end of a couple in terms of but he has a crack, and that's what you love. Viney the same. Maxi, he doesn't stop working. Yes, he is a ruckman, but the best in the game.
Yep.
Will he go down as the best Melbourne player of all time? Do you think?
It's actually
He's going to be 7-time All-Australian. I'm putting it out there early
no.
now.
But you know what's crazy is when you say that, you go, "Wow, that's a big statement." But then you think about it, you're like, "Fuck, probably."
Yeah.
Who is at the moment, Jim Steins?
Well, legacy and what
Gawn would have to be
what
really.
he's done. Yeah. He'd have to be
Premiership
Robbie
captain.
Flower, probably.
Flower.
He'd put it.
But and it's
Gary
Uh,
Lyon.
Gary Lyon,
Kyron boy.
yeah, David Neitz.
Yeah.
No flags though. But with Gawn, it's hard. You say the greatest player of all time, and even for example, Collingwood would say that about Scott Pendlebury with him.
Yeah.
And you think because they're in the game and they're still playing, you go, how can you say that? But then you look at it, you go, fuck. As you retire, your legacy builds even more.
Yeah.
Like
And your stories get better.
your stories get better.
As they do in here. We get better.
Like I'd have to go down as one of the best NEFL
Yeah. Like off the back of the squarers. ever.
leadership
Yeah.
type players of all time. It's a great question. Let us know, guys. Mailbag
Yeah. Get in the mailbag.
at Dyl Friends.
Yeah.
Here's a
Melbourne,
question.
greatest of all time.
Well, not even Melbourne, but go through who's the players with the potential in the AFL to be their club's greatest of all
It's a
time
good
at the
segment
moment.
next week. We do every club.
Who's their greatest of all
Adelaide,
time?
McLeod.
That's actually a really
Oh,
good
the
idea.
bunch.
Brisbane.
Let's do that next week.
Voss.
Send them in, guys.
Carlton.
Mailbag at dylanfriends.com. Mailbag's going crazy. Greery's loves the mailbag.
Greery?
Yeah, he loves it.
Yeah.
That's a great question.
No emails from any flogs over the last
there's been
week.
a few. There's been a few. We've got some.
Is it on the
coming
run
up.
sheet?
There is. Hey, so Petrarca, Viney, Gawn. I know we spoke about Petrarca just quickly.
Yeah.
He looked like that, that when Dusty Martin's on and you just can't tackle him.
Yeah.
He was like that.
Yeah.
Viney with the Wayne
Oh,
Harms
yes.
type
How good was
slide.
that?
Like, I don't feel like anyone's talking about that.
Yeah.
And then Caleb Windsor
Yeah.
kicks it over Blake Acres.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Then Gawn goes back and bombs one from 55. It was just like, I was barracking for Carlton, but almost barracking for a close game.
Yeah, he flushed that. He's a really good kick from range.
Yeah, he
Gawn.
should do that when he's 10 metres out.
Yeah.
Just boot the hell out of it.
Yeah.
He hasn't done that for years, missed from there.
That's
That was
Ruckman,
years
mate.
ago.
Ruckman.
Yeah, it's
Right,
a long way.
isn't he a long down the lineman?
He's long down the lineman. Can we actually have a, guys as well, can we have a ruck coach segment where you just see ruck coaches
And what
being
they do.
really busy at the footy and what they're doing?
Send in
and-
your vision.
What did you say last week?
Oh,
what
they
they
just
do
getting
around the
things
club
off
is
shelves.
get the
Yeah.
things off the top shelf.
We
They're
get
very
Monkey or
busy.
Greg
You wouldn't believe we
Stafford.
got out of the warm up because Monkey's North Ruck coach is
Yeah, of
actually
course.
on. He's overseas on a motorbike ride for 6 weeks, so he's taking some time off in season.
Wow, how are you? No wonder you're losing by that much when you don't have your ruck coach there.
So you see Tristan Cherry's form go down, we know why.
Last week,
Yep.
training Thursday. Like again, I'm organising some
Yep.
specific drills and some ruck craft, and whoever I put in front of the ruck drill forgot the ruck bag.
He didn't take it with him, did he?
He's taking it overseas.
It's not on the motorbike. Oh,
And then
Jeez.
Saturday before the game, we're about to do. I'm like, talking to midfield coach Patch. Where's the ruck bag? Like, everyone just takes ruck coaches for granted.
Oh, I agree. It's just disgusting the way we treat them. They're so important. Hey, Sam Walsh as well. on a verbatim statement, I'd like to say, if I could pick a character, I'd like my son to emulate and have as a role model. You'd pick this man.
Yeah,
Right.
which is saying a fair bit
In
about
terms of-
yourself because you're his father and he should
No,
really be
sorry,
looking up to
not in
you.
terms of even
A footy?
just
Are we talking
character.
footy?
Nah, just
No,
character.
character.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know him personally.
I think. Well, I'm very lucky to have know him. He's been on the podcast, but also just the way he goes about it, never gives up. He's had one of the most serious surgeries you can have on your back.
Yep.
Comes back, pardon the pun, and is just incredible.
Yeah.
Like he's just you cannot question his integrity, character, everything.
Yep.
Love him.
Strong celebration after his goal, isn't it?
Yeah, I like that.
From Cobden.
Yeah. But I do think Melbourne were robbed of that one. Anyway, let's
A lot
move
of
on.
good footballers from Cobden at the
Zachy
moment.
Merritt?
Cobden, yeah.
Zach Merritt, Sean Darcy, Sam Walsh. It's a lot of money. That's a big salary cap.
Something in the water.
Yeah, or the milk, because it's dairy farming country.
Something in the milk.
Yeah.
You know what we should do as well? Let's find the best country town in Victoria with the most players.
Yeah, God, Cobden.
Where are you from again? What country town?
Well, I'm from Ballarat.
Oh, you are. Yeah,
but
yeah,
my
yeah.
dad's from Kyneton.
Yeah. Okay.
Paul Chapman coaches Kyneton.
Does he?
But
Never
yeah,
got a heart out.
Mick's got to get going. All right, Cats and Power. Ollie Wines, we spoke about him.
Yeah.
The horny one, Zach Butters. Good on you, boys. Fremantle, Sydney. We could honestly skip this game because it was pretty shit.
Yeah.
The one thing I do not want to skip though on this is genuinely really important. We send our absolute love, thoughts and condolences to Cam McCarthy's family, his friends, the footy club. I get goosebumps, but that rocked me over the weekend. I wasn't lucky enough to know him extremely well through teammates, of course, but just one of the all-time incredibly funny, charismatic people from what I've heard.
It's well said, Dyl. And you could see clearly the emotion attached to you know, Alex Pearce, who's been very closely connected to him for recent times. So for Alex to actually get out there and lead Freo on the weekend, I think everyone in the footy has some sympathy for the Dockers and the performance on the weekend. And I echo your words, Dyl. Well said.
Yeah, it's so. And if anyone is struggling out there, guys, please, reach out to your friends, reach out to your family, reach out to us. Honestly, it's very, very important. We don't want to see this happen. Unfortunately, taken too soon. Hawthorn St Kilda.
Didn't see a minute of this one.
I saw a bit of it.
I was too busy.
What are you
Getting
doing?
to kick myself. Yeah.
Oh, true.
Oh, that was when you were down at
up at Tawny, yeah. Up north.
The Saints, right? I'll go to the Saints. So Saints, I think they rely a lot, and these couple of players were quiet. Henry came back in the side for the Saints. Bradley Hill was quietish. I think they're a side reliant because they're not overly offensive. If you can cut off kind of some of their offensive weaponry, which Hawthorn did really well, put a fair bit of work into these players, it takes you a long way to getting a result against the Saints. So I think there was really, Sam Mitchell's had a really good couple of weeks in terms of the way he's coached. And they've got the results. Some players from Hawthorn that just have a go.
Name names.
Dylan Moore.
I know.
So he had the blood face and the scratch. I think he was the captain on the weekend.
He was, yeah.
So no Sicily, all that stuff. Newcomb. So the Nuke. St Kilda actually deployed their sub. I love saying the word deployed. To tag Newcomb.
I've got the funniest story about this. Keep going.
Go on,
It made me think about this on the weekend about the sub we're talking about. I can't remember where. But I reckon the dumbest thing I've ever seen, but it was like at the time was so funny. Remember when the sub first came in? There was a round where Dennis Armfield Dangles was the sub.
Yep.
And I was chatting to him about this a few years back, but I wanted to even bring it up again. He was brought on as the sub to tag the other sub. Can you imagine that?
Was this under Mick Malthouse?
I'm pretty sure it was under Mick, and it was like he was deployed as the sub. That like he's waiting
So we just got a nil all draw
to come
for the
on,
subs.
and so just to stop the subs.
Well, I remember Carlton went through a phase.
That's what you talk about. Too much time in match
Yeah,
committee.
When they weren't
your
going-
what ifs.
they weren't
You
going-
blokes with your what ifs.
They weren't going that well at Carlton. And I think the starting midfield was Carrazzo was tagging Josh Kennedy. Ed Curnow was tagging Hanbury. And then, whoever the third mid was.
Murph was going head to head with someone.
Murph was starting high half forward because they needed the other mid to tag.
It was just 18 tags, basically. On the
and then
field.
obviously that might have been the game that the sub was deployed.
It was unbelievable. But at the time, you're just so in it, you're like, good call.
Great idea.
Good call. Yeah, good call. Hey, Riley Bonner, good player. And just to echo your thoughts, Mick, which probably aren't your thoughts, but Hawks don't have a great list. But they're getting it somewhat done at the moment. I reckon they're going to have a big off-season.
You've got a lot of players that probably been around for 2 or 3 or 4 years that don't really know who they are, but they're starting to, like Weddle and these type of players that...
Jeez, he looks like a strong bastard.
Getting...
Doesn't he?
He's
only been around... This is his second year, Josh Weddle.
Yeah.
Jeez, he just looks like he'd be one of those blokes at training that just elbow you in the face. You know, they're just like so...
He competes,
Yeah,
dangly.
I like a bit of a wide one here, but Connor Nash, 197 Irish midfielder.
Yeah, I know.
He's a free agent too. Do you reckon he'd leave and go somewhere else? You reckon he's just...
I don't think we need him in the midfield either.
Oh, you want him out of the midfield?
Yeah, I want him out of the midfield.
Where do you want him?
Half-back. High half-back.
Well, I think that's kind of where he played and it didn't work. Now he's a mid and his career's going pretty well.
Is he tagging?
Not really.
Nah. He averaged close to like 25 last
Yeah,
year.
but put him back to half-back, Dyl.
Yeah. He's no good in there.
Do you know
Why
what,
would you
though?
waste your time getting 25 times? It's so easy in there, isn't it, Dyl?
He's not getting 30, is he?
Banana.
I would say the 11 aesthetically looks one of the best on him in the AFL, though.
Okay.
If that matters. Essendon Giants. I was upset with the Giants on the weekend.
What'd
Wardy's
they do?
300th. I was
Couldn't
at
get
this
it done?
game. Couldn't get it done for him.
Do they not know you were there?
They did.
Were you in the rooms?
No, I had to shoot off early. But
Do you like that
I had
strip?
the Wardy
Had the orange
300.
jumper, white shorts.
Best jumper in the AFL is the Giants jumper, hands down.
Okay.
Hey, Tigers, Western Bulldogs. Well done, the Bulldogs. Make a stand against the worst team in the AFL. 5 of their best players out, but they've made a stand.
More than 5. Yeah.
They've made a stand, so you boys can go and lose the next 4 now. Well done.
Oh.
There's a clip.
All I can do is do what they do. And
Yeah, okay. Am I going too hard today?
it's
I like
going to
it.
be a vicious cut. I didn't see any of the game because I was doing our game.
Mate, the Tigs are depleted. They've got
they got
nothing
none,
right
haven't they?
across the ground.
Torino-
And then more injuries on the night. Jack Graham out. Sam Banks knocked out.
Morris
Rioli with syndesmosis.
Oh, that looked a bit nasty, that one. Hopefully he's okay. Have we heard anything about that?
Syndesmosis.
Was it? It wasn't...
He's getting the surgery this week.
Brett just said.
I just said it.
syndesmosis.
But if you want to listen, don't worry about it. Yeah, it's fine. Next game, we've already
We'll confirm the syndesmosis then, guys. That's... hope he's all right.
We won't talk about the North Suns game we already have.
No, we talked
I did
about
this
that.
one yesterday. Collingwood, West Coast. The Pies absolutely dominated them.
Well, I thought the Eagles were a sneaky chance in this going in.
Did you?
Did you think the same?
No.
I actually did.
No, without Yo, I was just
Without Yo and Jones.
Yeah. And Waterman up front. Jermaine, I saw Jermaine running laps after the game.
Don't. No.
No, and I thought of you and I was like, love that kid because he gives us a shout out.
Yeah.
And he's here running with the sub,
So
Harvey Johnson, and he's giving him some
And it was travelling emergency.
emergency.
He's
Yeah. So he's close, which is good. But they kicked the first West Coast and then they got dominated from there on into half time. They closed it up a little bit. Our boy Harley took a huge hang. Half a Tony was there. So they've done a double. They've seen a really good player on the Saturday and then
And
gone
on
and seen another
Sunday.
one on the
Gee,
Sunday.
what a weekend for them.
Joe Richards from...
A lot of the young kids were playing in the halftime game, which is good. Joey Richards from Wangaratta made his debut, 24-year-old.
You know him, Dylan?
Say the name again.
Joe Richards, about your height.
So what, 6'1"?
Mate, he looks so smooth out there, clean at ground level, good on both sides, not the same as you.
Still side bottom, went to half back.
Yeah, he did a little bit.
A little bit.
on the wing.
Yeah.
They were just too good, which is fine.
Nick Dacos,
star.
pretty good player.
You can throw star out as many times as you want with Nick Dacos.
How was Pete in the box?
I didn't see Pete
Don't know if...
shaking the beard.
I think Pete only goes to the Friday night games.
I don't know if
The Friday
Sunday
night.
twilight... What was it?
I noticed
1 o'clock?
that also with the boys' haircuts. They're like when it's a big Thursday, Friday
They get
night
the
game.
fresh,
It's just
yeah.
a fresh fade.
Do you know what they call
They're all a
them?
bit
Back
fuzzy.
in the day, used to call the haircuts performance cuts.
Really?
Yeah, you go get one the day of the game.
Yep. Mitchy Robinson was he loved it. He loved the performance cut.
Performance good. Hey, Adelaide Brisbane draw. Sting it. It's Bucko's big moment of the week. We love our friends, we love our family, and we love our footy too. This is where we touch on the biggest moments of the week. Bucko's big moment of the week. If you'd like to sponsor this segment, please get in touch. I'll pass you on to Zach. Oh, there's a sting. Do you like the sting?
Well, you got my feedback on the sting. I was in the car on the way back.
Did you like your sting? My sting?
Yeah, I liked it.
Bucker's big moment of the round. This one actually is Bucker's big moment of the year thus far.
Right.
So it's a bit of a spin-off. My
Yeah.
original segment that's been going for a week.
The other draw didn't get there? No?
No.
Okay, sweet.
Brisbane.
Yeah.
Go hard.
Oh. Yes.
Brisbane are 13th.
Where did you have them?
3 wins, 5 losses,
And a draw.
and a draw. Football community out there.
Say less.
Don't come at me when I say something that's verbatim. Do you think I'm just saying it for the sake of it? Months of preparation have gone into me saying that. Months of preparation. Do you think I was off holidaying and having fun?
No. Spend time with your family.
I
Live
hadn't
golf.
seen Max for 3 months.
Yeah.
I was in my room working out Brisbane's
Crunching
list.
numbers.
I saw something and I said,
This doesn't add up.
something doesn't stack up here. They're not making the 8. 13th at the moment.
Yeah. A fair way to go, but
Yeah,
that's all right.
Lot to go. Yeah, you've actually been kind to them. You said they finished 9th. So
I'm giving them a late run when they get a few injuries
Yeah.
back, but
they have had a bit of a rough run. with
They've had a
injuries.
rough
I think
run
they've
with
got 4
injuries.
picks in the mid-year draft. Mid-year.
I can't imagine they'll take all those.
No.
Or they might, just to top up.
I might
But
take your boy.
it might be a boy that's in with a chance.
Who's
Yeah.
that again?
go to
What's his
Brisbane.
name again?
Pardon?
To go to Brisbane.
Well, we've got a couple of boys, yeah. Big Joey Pikes of Ruckman. We got
Pikey.
Dayton Urata coming through as well.
Dayton-
Benny Hopkins.
Dayton who?
Urata.
Dayton Urata. Where's he from?
He's a Bendigo boy, playing for the Pioneers at the moment.
You love the country boys, don't you?
Yeah. Well,
get along
look at
well.
the
Yeah,
smile on
he
his.
is. Hey,
The
tell
three
them
of us.
about me. They're all of us.
Yeah, well, Mickey's a country
Footy
boy through and-
Friends, family,
Uh,
country.
and Ringins.
Ringings.
No, mate, I love the country boys. I love the city boys as well, but I get along really well with my country boys.
so what do you make of that game, right? The draw.
Didn't watch it, to be completely
Didn't watch it.
honest. No.
So Brisbane out by 3 goals late,
Yeah.
and Adelaide claw back.
And then Jordan Dawson has a shot with
Yeah.
about a minute to go, but just hooked it a little.
Doesn't he find himself just in the positions to
He
win
does.
games every time?
I know. He puts himself in the right spot, which is good. Last one on Brisbane, just a little behind the scenes, which we like to do here. I ran into a good friend of ours on the weekend, Daniel Lloyd.
Oh,
Lloydie.
Lordy boy.
So Lloydie retired from the Giants.
Yep.
He's from Central Coast.
Yep.
They moved to Brisbane.
Yep.
He's now a development coach at Brisbane Lions.
Yeah. Danny Daly, who was a coach of mine at Richmond, now the footy manager up there, rang me about it. I said, mate, you won't meet a more soul of the earth bloke
Good
in
time.
Daniel Lloyd.
No, I'd be doing a great job there.
Yeah. The boys
Pat-
love him too from reports up there. which is
So
good.
they should. Mailbag. Got a mailbag here.
Stinger?
Sting it. You're taking over the mailbag this week.
Am I?
Yeah.
So we only got one. We got a lot in the mailbag. You know.
No, we've got lots
Who
of-
used to run the mailbag on the
Sam's mailbag.
Sam's mailbag.
the Hessian bag.
We're going to get one of those.
Okay. For all the fake
Bucko's
emails.
mailbag. So Dill's had a big week last week.
Yeah.
Oh, I did have a big week.
What did you have on last week?
God, lot.
Mother's Day.
Very
You had to
busy.
plan for Mother's Day. You
yeah.
had family.
Yeah.
Cobram Estate.
Cobram
Cobram
Estate.
Estate. Yeah.
Yeah,
We did the 9 o'clock session.
So what he did do
Yeah.
is he always gives back, our man. So he's been asked to go down to one of the enemies, Sydney. Sydney had reached out, the coach from Sydney had reached out to Dyl.
Sydney Swans.
Sydney Swans,
Wow.
coach of the reserves.
Damo.
Damo Trust.
Yes.
One of the great men
Yes.
in football.
Mate, thankless task.
He
Touch
is-
on a Monday when the boys don't want to be there, and he brought energy.
He's the best bloke of all time.
So Damo has invited the Swans reserves are actually playing the Roos reserves
Yep.
last
Oh,
week. and they
I
were
didn't
in
know
town.
that. I wouldn't have done it if I knew that they were coming up against you boys.
There's
Yeah.
my finger, because at the end of the day, I might get to the end.
Get the result,
I'll
go
get the end
back.
of the story, and then we'll get the mailbag. Swans won by 6 points with a torp.
I saw it. Yeah, Lukey Parker.
So what was running through Luke? Was Luke Parker in the presentation you did to the Swans reserves?
He was.
So you're presenting to Luke Parker about what?
life,
Fundamentals.
brother. Fundamentals of life.
Torps from 70.
Torps. Seizing the moment.
Yeah.
Taking your opportunities.
all those things.
This is sent in from harrisonarnold84@gmail.com.
All right.
To Dyl and Friends. It was great to have Dyl come in and talk to a few of us battlers at the Swans who are stuck in the twos at the moment. Brackets, all jokes aside, genuinely insightful and was an absolute pleasure. However, it wasn't my first interaction with Dyl. Sorry, Chompers Lynch has just called me up, but red dot that. This goes back to a heavyweight battle in the NEAFL between the Giants and the Suns in round 10, 2018.
Round 10, 2018.
So 2018 wasn't the game that
No.
Brett and I played. So Brett,
We played later in the year.
yeah, we played later in the year.
Okay, so what you both are in the
Me,
AFL
as a
with?
very lightly framed 19-year-old top-up for the Suns, was pretty sick of hearing number 43 tell me not to turn sideways, otherwise he wouldn't be able to see me.
I don't think I said that.
That's body shaming. So I thought I'd use the trusty old, I don't even know who you are, mate. Which quickly backfired. He suggested to me, don't worry, playing on me will be the highlight of your career. I'm telling you, the highlight! Exclamation mark. Since that day, I'd like to think when the going got tough during a 2-kilometre time trial or a gruelling training session, that I'd refer back to that moment and not let Dylan Buckley's 2 goals 4 and 20 plus in a round 10 NEAFL game at Spotless Stadium be the highlight of my career. So well done to Harry, because he went on and is now actually on Sydney's list, got mid-season picked up last year and has put on some size actually. So that must have stung.
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I do with these players. I think I'm just saying that stuff. Like I'm putting seeds in their brain.
Yeah.
And now
he's
fire
under their
arse. And now look at him.
Yeah.
In fairness, I did chat to him at the thing, and he hasn't debuted yet. So technically, that is still probably the highlight of his career thus far. But hey, he's got a fan of our show.
Yeah.
From now on, and we love that from him. So good on you, Haz.
Yeah.
I love the Swans. I do like the Swans. They're doing well, but I do apologise about getting them over the line.
Yeah.
I definitely, Damo messaged me. He said, "You got the boys over the line, mate. Love ya.
Love
So
ya.
Love
He
you
said
too,
that?
brother."
Yeah.
Last but not least, let's get some tips, because I love that this
the tips.
next week. Suns versus Cats up at Darwin.
Our Suns.
Are we on Suns?
They're 5 from... Are we on the Suns?
Brett, are we on the Suns? Oh, we maybe get on the Suns, are we?
Are we on the Suns, Brett?
Yeah, let's get on the Suns.
Yeah.
Swans and the Blues. Oh, no. I've pumped up the VFL. They've seen what's happened on the weekend. The Swans are going to go, Jesus Christ, we've got to play better. Our VFL's just been a pumped up from Dylan Buckley.
That's a SCG?
Yeah.
That's at the SCG.
Sydney.
Sydney.
Shit.
Are you going for the Baggers?
I'll go for the Blues.
Okay.
But after I pump up the Swans, I probably think they're going to win. Pies, Crows.
Or at
Pies.
the G.
Pies.
Yeah. They're
Yeah,
going. They haven't got a forward line, man. Oh, I'm going to tip the Crows. There you go. I'm going for a little upset.
Crows.
Verbatim. Giants, Dogs.
I'm
you
Giants.
said,
Yeah.
you said the Dogs won't win for the next month.
Yeah.
I'm going the G,
Yeah,
man.
Giants.
They're going to bounce.
Giants. Saints, Freo.
Freo.
Battle of the Ross.
Battle of the Ross.
Freo. Yeah. A better side than the Saints.
This
It's a big game, actually. Whoever loses that.
I'm going to say it's quite the opposite of a big game.
It's a snore.
It's literally.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
a-
Saturday
so
night, what am I
7:30.
doing? Oh, anything.
Now I know Saturday night Max is going to have the best sleep of his life. I'll put
Dockers.
him in front of that for a bit and straight into
Dockers
bed.
will win that.
And the $9.50 outsiders, the Tigs beat Lions.
Oh, wow. So I'm going to go Saints on that game. And Richmond will bounce back, surely.
Oh, yeah. We
Yeah.
Are
hope
Richmond
so.
that bad at the moment?
Richmond have got 0 players.
Yeah.
And,
Have they
and
really?
they just lost, like I said, another couple. Yeah, they're battling.
So, wonder, a few years ago, was it North or Fremantle when they had literally West Coast.
West Coast had.
There was one
20.
player that wasn't getting a game.
He went and had to go and play waffle.
Yeah.
That would fucking
that
suck.
was only 2 years ago. That was last year. 2 years ago.
Essendon North.
North.
Yeah, I actually reckon North going to win this.
Thanks, Dyl.
After Lee reckons that North, Don's going to win the flag, I reckon this is going to kick him out of the flag.
Well, they got yeah. If we're going by the odds, $1.04 favourites. The Bombers, I think I'll stick with that one.
Port Hawks.
Port.
Yeah,
It's at Adelaide Oval.
Yeah.
Is that round out the weekend?
Got one more.
No. Oh, 6:20 game this week.
Oh, that's God.
What are you going to do that? You going to...
That'd be a good game. No, Max will sleep well again, but I will watch that. I actually do like the Sunday games in all seriousness, because it's nice to finish the week off and sit on the couch.
Yeah.
No.
And what is the game? Because you haven't actually mentioned it. I just saw it
sorry,
online.
that's West Coast Melbourne.
Yeah. Oh, mate, the D's will win that.
Yeah,
comfortably.
D's. Hey, boys, another great episode. I reckon we're getting some really good momentum here.
Yeah.
Hey,
what time next week?
I'd like to stick to 8 a.m. Monday morning.
Hey, next week I'm good all day.
All
Brett?
right, let's do lunch.
Oh, yeah, you want it?
We go to the Riser for a couple of cold ones. Reminisce on some good times.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we love you so much. Thank you. Hey, mailbag at dylfriends.com. Chuck on the Instagram group and
Find that leak.
subscribe.
We get any,
Find the leak of the WhatsApp.
Are we getting any requests to go to country clubs?
Does anyone want us?
I don't think they do.
Maybe it wasn't.
I don't think Tonga. I think
Maybe we should get a review from
I think
Tony.
Tongala sent out something to all the rural clubs saying, "Don't get these three down." It was shit. It was shit house. So unfortunately,
In all seriousness, though, they loved it and they made really good money for their club on that night. So,
well, yeah, because I offered up some fucking sponsorship of the podcast.
well, that added to it, but they made good money throughout the whole
Hey,
band.
we've got the Easterns. Anyway,
Are they coming?
no.
Hard out.
Hard out.
4 minutes ago.
Thanks so much. And last but not least,
Mailbag.
mailbag. No, was send in the greatest of all time of each club,
Yeah. Give us your thoughts.
starting with Adelaide next week.
No, well, just send in
Your
all
club.
clubs.
Just send in your club.
Send in
And then
your
we
club.
can have a whiteboard.
We can have a chat.
I gotta go.
That was a shit out.
Sorry about that.